So my community is filled with, let's say, a really nice big mix of people. And I kind of get it. The word investing is boring and it just sounds like something you want to fall asleep to be honest. And like, I get it, I totally get it. But if you really look into this subject and you realize how much money you can make and how easy your life can become and how much more free you can become, the word investing will start becoming less and less boring and more sexy. I totally get it, you know, it's not going to give you that quick hit of dopamine that everyone's used to these days. But the more and more you look into this, and more you do this, and more you stay consistent with this, that boring, unsexy word investing will start becoming more and more interesting, and it will start to give you those dopamine hits that everyone is desperately searching for right now. Now, what I've noticed talking to many people from all walks of life, even people that have got businesses, don't necessarily mean it's just people with a 9-to-5 job, just people in general just don't really know what's going on in the investment world. And to be honest, I didn't up until, let's say, a few years ago. Been in business for about 2 years, started working with some more kind of really successful people, got a few mentors and in the business world, and they started opening my mind up and opening my eyes up to new possibilities. And that is the difference between the people that start building wealth very quickly to the people that don't even think about building wealth. Now, my mindset has totally changed now, and I want to bring that to you. I really want to teach people how easy it is to make money, because that's the only difference. The only difference is people that know about these things to the people that don't. Because as soon as I found out about certain things that were going on, I implemented it, and now my monthly income is just going up and up and up, and it's basically snowballing. And within a few years, I just know right now, if I stay consistent with it, my monthly income is going to be enough to cover 3, 4, 5 people's wages without doing very much work. So what does financial freedom mean? Because that's what this is all about, right? For me, I want to live as good and as fulfilling, as adventurous life as can possibly be. I think that's what everyone wants, really. And I think a lot of people hide from it just because they feel like they have to work this 9-to-5 job. They feel like they have to work in a shitty job that they hate and have a boss that they can't stand. But you really don't. You can build wealth in ways that you can never imagine. So what we're talking about now is being financially free. What does financially free mean? It means that you can live, you've got enough money to comfortably cover all your expenses. So your house, your car, your shopping, your holidays, whatever it may be, that's what financial freedom is, covering your living needs. And that's also what we call passive income. Passive income is basically where you earn without putting much work in at all, if any. Some of these new projects that I've been looking into in the crypto world, which sounds just very alien to most people, and just like, what you on about? I can't even be asked listening to you, never mind understanding what it is. There's opportunities in that whole space that would blow your mind if you only just knew about it. And again, I think my role within the next kind of 3 to 5 years is going to be to really delve into the investment world, find out what's possible for the everyday man and woman. You know, you don't need to be a multimillionaire to get involved in these things. And that things like crypto now, for example, is really giving everyday people like you and me the chance to invest and start really building, a pot of wealth, so we don't have to work our asses off, so we can start enjoying our lives to the fullest. So what does investment mean? Investment means basically making your money work hard for you. We all work hard for our money, but we all spend our money, which means that we don't make the most of the money we've got, and we don't make that money work for us to bring us even more money. So that's what investing is basically. You're taking little incremental savings on a monthly basis, for example, it can be weekly, whatever you want it to be, and just slowly investing those bit by bit, and letting that build up over time. So it's a little by little increase of what you've got, and then it builds on top of each other. And then obviously with the interest that you're going to earn from that investment, or the increase in value from that investment, it's basically like a compounding effect. Instead of it just building on top of each other of what you've already got, because the value's going up, or the interest that you're supposedly going to get on return from that investment that you've put in is going up. It's like a snowball effect. The more you put in, the more it kind of builds and builds and builds. So it's going to be like that over time. Then all of a sudden it's going to go do 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 do, and then before you know it, you're going to be earning 5, 10,000, 15, 20,000 a month, and you don't have to work a day in your life from that. I mean, how fucking amazing is that? And then when you've got enough money in the one investment, because everyone has to start off with one investment, right? You can then look to start diversifying. So diversifying basically means we're just taking a little bit what we've already got in this investment and then placing it in a different type of investment. And then once we've built those two up, we'll then take a little bit from those and then we'll put it into another investment. So we've got 3 investment pots, and then we get another one, another one, and another one. And the reason why we need to do that is for safety, and just to make sure we've got variety in what we've got our money in, just in case, say for instance, one goes wrong or one doesn't work as well as we want it to. At least we've got money in different places that are building our kind of wealth and fortune up over time, and it's much safer doing it like that. And right now I've got around 5 or 6 different types of investments that I've got going on, and I'm always, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm always looking to increase that and look for new investments out there. So let's kind of run through an example of an investment just to kind of show you the types of investments that are out there. I'm going to cover another video that's going to be covering multiple investments and really kind of digging deep in those. But this one, I'm just going to kind of cover one at a very high level, just so you kind of get a decent understanding of what an investment is. So the most basic and easy investment out there is property. So what do you need to get going to own your own property and rent the property out? I'm not talking about buying your own property. That's a different thing, and that's what we call a bad debt. This is good debt that you're going to be getting into because you're going to need a mortgage. We'd never put all our money into a house. That's just silly. If you've got £50,000, for example, you wouldn't just buy one house. You'd split that into 3 and buy 3 houses. But that, again, that's for another video. But basically, to get going with one property, you obviously need to be saving on a monthly basis. And let's say you can save £500 per month. Now we need to kind of times that by as many times as possible to get to, let's say, around £18,000 to £20,000, because you can get a decent rental property these days for around 80 to 100 grand, and it's around 25% deposit that you need to put in there. So if you times £500 by 36 months, okay, which is 3 years, that's 18 grand, okay? So say if, for instance, your house that you've just bought is 80 or 90k, okay, so you're going to put that 18,000 in. But for argument's sake, let's say that 18 grand is going to cover you for everything. So say for instance that house gets you £600 per month rent. Take your mortgage costs and other costs such as landlord's insurance, for example. Let's say that's 200 a month, because we're always looking to get interest only on these properties because we want our monthly income to be as high as possible. Again, for argument's sake, it's £400 per month in total that's going to be your profit. Then what we do is we start saving that £400 per month on top of the original £500 per month that we were originally saving. So now we're saving £900 per month. So for the next 2 years, so 24 months, we're going to be saving £900 per month. That will give us 21.6k. So obviously that's even more than the last one. So you might not even need to save for a full 24 months. But again, just for argument's sake, let's say for 24 months, your next house is 90k, for example. You need around 28 to 22 grandish. So we've got it there. And then let's say, for instance, that house also is getting you £600 per month. All your costs are £200 per month, and you're earning another £400 per month. So then now you're not earning £900 per month or saving £900 per month, you're saving £1,300 per month, because you've got your original 500, you've got your 400 from your last property, and your 400 from this property, which is £1,300 per month. Then all you need to save for the next property is 15 months. So £1,300 per month over 15 months is £19.5 thousand. So again, enough to get yourself another property within 15 months. So just over a year now, we're getting a new property pretty much every year. So then we do it again, we're saving £400 per month from that new one. Say it's the same, 600, cost 200, you're getting £400 per month. So we're not on £1,300 a month anymore, we're on £1,700 a month now. So now we need to look at your kind of living costs, and if £1,700 per month can cover you for your living expenses, you now are essentially financially free. You don't have a boss, you don't work for anyone, you don't have to be up at a certain time unless you choose to be. You don't have to deliver work to anyone at a particular time, you're not under loads of pressure, you're not stressed out, you're living a good, comfortable life, and you've made all that fortune on your own. So from what I'm kind of counting up, it's around 75 months-ish to get to that point. So you're financially free within about 6 years, which I know sounds a long time right now. But if you start now with that slow incremental increase in savings, 6 years will fly by. But again, this is the most basic form of investing. Getting a house is a long-term thing, and building your housing portfolio up is a long-term thing, trust me. There are other investments out there that are a lot quicker, okay? This is just one example to show you the crypto investments, and just to give you a kind of feel for what I've done. I've invested quite a bit in crypto over the last few months, and I've earned about 12,000 in the last 2 to 3 months. And it's obviously taken 40, 50k for me to invest to do that, because I've got that saved up again. But you don't need a lot of money to do that in crypto. You can put little bits in month by month, and you'll slowly start to see that money go up, and then you'll start to diversify in other cryptocurrencies and other software projects around the crypto world, and then that will start growing, and then you put them into another little pot, and that will start growing. And within 6 to 12 months, I've actually seen people go from 30 grand-ish to about 150, 200 grand within a year. And I've also seen other people put 30, 35 grand in, and within 3 to 4 years, they've got 10, 15 million pound crypto portfolios, which again, you might think, yeah, whatever, bullshit. But I've seen it, I've seen the results, people have shown me the results. And again, it's just because people don't know about these things, and it's a little risky. Crypto's a lot more risky than property, for example. But if you just got the balls just to think, do you know what, fuck it, I'm going to put a little bit of money in there and just delve into a world that you don't really know about, but there could be huge upsides, why not? I just wanted to really start to bring investment, the word investment, to the everyday people like me and you, and stop thinking of it as this word where all you associate with it is a boardroom and a bunch of toffs in their suits talking about figures and, I don't know, markets and the economies and all this kind of stuff. That's not what it's about. It kind of is, and that's where it started, but it's changing. And all it takes is for you to kind of be open-minded, to get involved and to learn, and have someone like me kind of coaching you through it. And I guarantee you will not regret getting involved in it when your pot starts growing and growing and growing. Into it, 1 to 2 years time, you're financially free and you can do what the hell you want. So guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that one, you've taken lots of value, and until next time,